owner, or Jordan, will be the site of the Special Forces Operational Detachment Headquarters, ODH, and a Marine Corps site during Operation Jade Helm, simulating Jordan's capital, Amman. And of course, the primary focus of Operation Jade Helm will of course be Texas. At least 17 Texan cities involved in the exercise, which of course tells us that the mock invasion of Iran is the centerpiece and the focus of this drill. So as you can see, the location, terrain and operational activities that characterize Jade Helm can all be transposed onto a simulated invasion of the Middle East. As 4-star General Wesley Clark revealed, after 9/11, the Pentagon rubber-stamped a plan to invade the entire Middle East, country by country.
About 10 days after 9/11, I went through the Pentagon and I saw Secretary Rumsfeld and Deputy Secretary Wolfowitz. I went downstairs just to say hello to some of the people on the Joint Staff who used to work for me, and one of the generals called me in. He said, "Sir, you got to come in and talk to me a second." I said, "Well, you're too busy." He said, No. He says, "We've made the decision. We're going to war with Iraq." This was on or about the 20th of September. I said, "We're going to war with Iraq. Why?" He said, "I don't know." He said, "I guess they don't know what else to do." So I said, "Well, did they find some information connecting Saddam to Al-Qaeda?" He said, No. He says, "There's nothing new that way. They've just made the decision to go to war with Iraq." He said, "I guess it's like we don't know what to do about terrorists, but we've got a good military and we can take down governments." And he said, "I guess if the only tool you have is a hammer, every problem has to look like a nail." So I came back to see him a few weeks later, and by that time we were bombing in Afghanistan. I said, "Are we still going to war with Iraq?" And he said, "Oh, it's worse than that." He said, he reached over on his desk, he picked up a piece of paper, and he said, I just got this down from upstairs," meaning the Secretary of Defense's office today, and he said, "This is a memo that describes how we're going to take out 7 countries in 5 years, starting with Iraq and then Syria, Lebanon, Libya, Somalia, Sudan, and finishing off Iran."
With Afghanistan, Iraq and Libya already ticked off the list, does Operation Jade Helm signal that a US attack on Iran and Syria and a potentially devastating wider war throughout the region is coming sooner than we think? Check out the other videos, subscribe to the channel. I'm Paul Joseph Watson for INFOWARS.com.
That's it for the show tonight. Please hit the subscribe button if you're watching us on the Alex Jones YouTube channel. And you can also become a subscriber to PrisonPlanet.tv. Your username and password can be shared with up to 20 people at the same time who will get instant access to The Alex Jones Show, all of our special reports, movies, and our ebooks. Be sure to catch us here tomorrow night at 7 p.m. Central.
From the water table to our soils to the atmosphere itself, our world is becoming more and more toxic each and every day. But it's not just the air outside that's toxic. Indoor air has been shown to have 2 to 5 times higher concentrations of pollutants than even outdoor air. And most Americans spend 90% of their time inside using toxic chemicals within their homes. There are more than 42 million smokers in the United States. Well over 1,000 types of mold and mildew linked to numerous conditions. And don't forget the fact that 6 million Americans live with pets they're allergic to as well. When I began to research these statistics, it was clear to me it was time to start cleansing my lungs in order to combat the toxic environment that we cannot escape but that we can fight back against. Made with organic and wild cultivated herbs and manufactured in the USA, the new INFOWARS Life Lung Cleanse is here in a convenient spray bottle that can be brought with you throughout any toxic environment. Now available exclusively at InfoWarsLife.com or by calling toll-free 888-253-3139.
You are watching the InfoWars Nightly News, which airs 7 p.m. Central at InfoWarsNews.com. And your support is helping us defend liberty worldwide.